Hello guys. Okay, so don't worry, you're not going to see me this entire video, I promise. I will cut off as I'm talking and show you guys some of the kids and what they're doing, whatever, because sitting here watching me talk for 20 minutes is not fun. It's not going to be entertaining, but I'm here, I've got my coffee, I'm ready. Excuse the noise that is in the background because we're getting our fencing in the backyard power washed and there's a big old truck outside and it's really loud. So that's what that is, in case you're wondering. All right, so I'm just going to start talking. This is not a vlog that is specifically about any one child or about anything in particular. I'm just going to talk because I haven't been around. I have said I'm going to come back and I have not come back. Things have just been crazy and it's nothing bad. It's just we've been so busy. This truck is so loud. Can you guys hear that truck? It's loud. Anyway, got my coffee, I'm good to go. So I don't even know where to begin. I guess I could first start off just by saying that I'm really sorry to those of you that I made Facebook announcements and all of that saying I'm coming back in January and we're gonna have merch and we're gonna have all of the things, and I followed through with a lot of things. Like, I got an intro song done. That was a big goal. I did get merch going and I got all of the samples of the merch ordered and in, and I'm reviewing them still. I have not gotten our YouTube banner updated, none of that. So the pandemic has been rough, you guys, and I know it's been rough on everybody. I know everyone has suffered. Everyone is dealing with their own level of hardships, and I understand that. And we're no different. We've been very blessed during the pandemic. We haven't, had any type of loss of income or anything crazy. My husband is blessed enough to be able to work from home, which is awesome. And it's been a really big help. I have really enjoyed having him work from home, but it's also been really chaotic. Plus we homeschool. So, and you could ask any of my friends what my life is like during the day, and it's usually screaming and chaos. And it's just because I have a lot of kids and my life is not conducive to YouTube, or it hasn't been lately, or I haven't felt that it has been. I guess I can't say it's not because I just feel like it hasn't been. And I have not wanted to put forth the effort to pick up the camera and vlog and edit because by 5 p.m. you guys, I'm so tired, I'm so done. I cannot fathom sitting down and editing. And before we kind of left YouTube or backed away from YouTube, we've never left completely, but before we backed away from YouTube a little over a year ago, right after I found out I was pregnant with Liran, I realized that I was having a problem living for the camera instead of the other way around. I didn't like where my mindset was with YouTube. I didn't like how I would, I just didn't like how I was when I had the camera versus when I didn't have the camera. I felt like for whatever reason, I was suddenly a different person when I had the camera versus not having the camera. And honestly, I am the same person. What are you talking about, Catherine? I don't know. Cheers. Anyway, there's just been a lot. And I felt like I was living for the camera. For example, I'm just gonna give an example. For example, I would have the thought, oh, kids, let's go play at the park. That would be so fun. And it would make great YouTube footage and we could do a vlog. But I kept thinking to myself, if I weren't vlogging, if the camera and YouTube and sharing our life wasn't in the mix, would I have still said, hey, let's go to the park, right? And I realized that a lot of the time I wouldn't, and that wouldn't actually be part of our structured day. is to go do something like that as often as we were. And I just felt like it was becoming fake. I have unsubscribed to so many family vloggers. I'm not gonna name names. No hate on anybody. No hate on anybody, because everyone runs their channel how they feel it is best to run their channel. But I just feel like so many family vloggers that I used to love have gotten very fake, and it's almost like they are reading lines or planning out what they're going to do in each vlog. Like, okay, today we're going to do a mystery vlog, or it's a, I don't know. I don't like it. I have always wanted to just be real with you guys, and that's why I started this whole channel. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I just want to be real with you guys. And I felt like if I was at any point in time living my life for the camera and not just taking the camera with along my life, you know, as my life was happening, then it probably wasn't a good time to film. And I just haven't been around for that reason. And it's been fine. And I've gotten way used to not picking up the camera. And in fact, I have to really force myself now to pick up the camera and to vlog, because it's not that I don't want to share with you guys, it's just that I don't think about it. And that's not how my mind works anymore. My mind isn't necessarily geared towards filming. And that's okay. And that's okay. You know what? We all go through different phases of life. This is where I am now, and I am dealing with having the ADHD now, unmedicated and all of the things, and I went through some health issues, and it's a journey, constantly growing and improving ourselves. But I don't know what tangent I'm getting on. Anyway, I also wanted to update you guys on the kids, because it's been a while. I don't know. How have you guys been? Have y'all been okay? I feel like we haven't been here in a long time. It's been a minute. But I'm excited to do this video. I'm excited to do other videos. I do have other vlogs filmed that are in the queue to edit. So I'm excited, and it's a little late, but hey, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. I said I was coming back in January. Kind of did, but now we're rebooting it all, okay? Cheers. Cheers. So let's start with our oldest child. So Narquise, this is a very brief update, you guys. Very brief. So Narquise is doing really good. He was recently on a 14-day quarantine at school because he had a secondary exposure to COVID. So he got to go back a couple of days ago, and he's been doing awesome. He loves school. Super excited to go back. It's been fun for him because in the morning he has his the Alexa is in he and Aiden's room. So Alexa sets an alarm every day for 6:30. Keys wakes up, he does his business, and by the time I come down at 7, he's usually already mostly dressed and ready to go. So we just have to brush teeth and get his hair done and make sure he's got on deodorant and his school bag packed and all of that kind of thing. So that's been really cool. It's been nice to see him be independent in that way. He is also still doing occupational speech and physical therapy via the school system. He needs to go back to the eye doctor, and he needs to get his prescription updated. So I do have that. Actually, no, I don't have that scheduled yet, but I am going to call within the next couple of days and get that scheduled. He does have an appointment, however, to get a new casting for AFOs with his orthopedist. And we are discussing a new surgery date because, once again, thank you, COVID, his surgery was delayed for one thing or another. But I think it's at a point now, like, he really needs to get that surgery. It's no longer just this will help him surgery. It's more of a medically necessary surgery at this point. So that is definitely also taking priority this spring in terms of Narquise. So I'm gonna move on down to Aiden. I'm just going oldest to youngest, you guys, because that's easy. So Aiden is doing really well. Aiden has been at home since COVID started. He's been home since COVID started. And the first 5 or 6 months were really, really hard. Why am I like holding the cup? I'm holding the cup like this, like, I don't know. I'll put it down. It's cold anyway. I don't know why I'm holding it. He's been home with us since COVID started. That was a decision that I made because he licks his hands, he rubs his hands in his hair after he's licked them, he touches other surfaces with damp hands. It's just very difficult for his teachers to keep him safe and the other children and staff safe with him there during COVID, and it was a big exposure risk, and I didn't want that for Aiden. I didn't want that for his friends at school. I didn't want that for the staff members at school, and I didn't want it for us at home. I didn't want him going there and picking up something and bringing it back to everyone else, especially since when all of this started, we had a very, very small baby. So Aiden has been homeschooled as well during COVID. This is not permanent. He is not always going to be homeschooled. We're reevaluating as each semester passes and seeing kind of where we are and what we want to do. And so far we have just chosen to keep him at home. After the initial 6 months, he's done great. He's used to being at home now. He has a routine. He's happy. He knows when we go outside and have playtime. He knows what days of the week we go to the park. He knows what time he wakes up in the morning, when is breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. He knows when we sit down and do his activities for the day. He knows when it's free time and he can wander around. He knows when I typically will play an Audible book for him and let him just kind of have hangout time and listen to an Audible book. So he's very, very aware of his schedule. He is also starting feeding therapy very, very soon. I know you guys saw the vlog where we went down to the gastroenterologist down in Birmingham, and he had that appointment, and that was to get him set up with starting back with feeding therapy. So he does start feeding therapy soon. I have not actually heard from them and gotten a date yet, but it's soon. I do have the paperwork though, and I went by the therapy, the location in which he will have the therapy a couple of days ago. So it is underway. They are working on it. It's just a process. So he's going to start feeding therapy soon. Yeah, and he's doing great, and he's adjusted well. He has a dentist appointment coming up. You guys know that Aiden, when he was adopted 7 years ago, he came home, he had several abscesses in his mouth, he had several teeth removed. He is so much better now at letting me brush his teeth. He lets me brush his teeth twice a day. He does not fight me. He does amazing, but he still has to go to the dentist 2 times a year to make sure that everything is good, and then once a year he goes under sedation just to get a good general cleaning, and so he can get a really good close look at all of his teeth, because Aiden's not going to open his mouth for the dentist. It's not happening. So that is underway as well. What else? I feel like there were other questions. Anyway, if you guys have any other questions and if you guys have any other questions you want me to answer specifically about Aiden or Narquise, I don't know, send me a message on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, any social media link below. Email me. You can email me. That's a thing. I do check my email. Email is on the About section on our YouTube homepage, so you can just email me. It says business inquiries only, but I read all of them. So if you want to email me, that's fine. Also, let's see, what's the next child? Zoe, she's doing amazing. Zoe is doing phenomenal. I'm so flipping proud of this child. It is unreal. She has been taking sewing classes. She takes sewing classes every Monday. She's made all kinds of amazing things. She's made a teddy bear, and she's made like a purse. She's made oh gosh, what all has she made? She's made a lot of things. Currently she's working on a dress that she's making, and she was asked to be her sewing teacher asked her to be her apprentice, so she's really like working hard to really live up to that and to work at the sewing shop as much as she can. She's doing wonderful. She's doing great with school. Her math skills have improved. We're still working on spelling skills. Homeschooling's going great. She's making friends. I'm just so proud of her. She's also a really big help with me. I told her in January, now that since she's 12 now, and I really wanted to start working a lot more on YouTube, that I would pay her to help out with the younger kids, since my husband's working from home too. He can't just watch the children all the time. So I'll let her watch Jack and Liran for an hour or so at a time, and I will pay her per hour to do that, so she's earning some money. She's doing great. She's doing wonderful. Piper's doing amazing too. Piper is 9. Zoe's 12, by the way. Did I say that? I don't know. Piper is 9. She's also doing amazing. Piper is very much into like engineering things. She's working with Blender. I don't know if you guys know what that program is. It's just it's like a modeling program. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's called Blender. You could Google it and look it up and learn what it is, but she builds and makes all kinds of amazing things on Blender. She's taking college grade courses with Blender. That's not to say like she's at a college level. It's just that's what she's really interested in, and that is her skill set right now, and so that's where she's focusing a lot of her time and energy. She's also improved a lot of her math skills. They know all 50 states and capitals. Yay. I don't know why. That was a thing for me. I really wanted them to know all 50 states and capitals. I just felt like it was important. I wanted them to know the preamble. I wanted them to know the Constitution. I just wanted them to know all of those things as an American. And let's see what else. Piper's still very into animals. She's very into her rats still. She loves her rats. She watches so many like obscure things on TV. She's always researching and always just like trying to like pull more information into her brain about anything and everything, and I love that about her. Jack is 3. He's doing wonderful as well. He goes to speech therapy every Thursday. His speech therapist says he is a hoot. He is funny. He is so smart. He is figuring everything out. He's talking a lot more. We do still have a lot of problems with the just babbling. Like he'll just blah, 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 like the nonsensical babbling. And he does that when his brain is thinking faster than what his mouth can verbalize. His speech is coming along. It's coming along really well. We do not have any type of autism diagnosis as of right now. The only thing he has been officially diagnosed with is sensory processing disorder. They still did not want to just slap that autism diagnosis on him. I don't know why, but that is something that he is being continually evaluated for through occupational therapy, speech therapy, and other things. So maybe that's something that will come as he enters school. I don't know, but we are happy with where he is right now, and we are working with him to improve all of those skills, and he's doing really well. I'm super proud of him. We have learned that him having a routine is key. He needs a routine. Also, I just want to put this out there, and then I'm never going to talk about this topic again. I'm just not. Is potty training. I'm asked that a lot. I'm asked about potty training a lot with Aiden and Jack. I'm not going to discuss potty training anymore ever on this channel. I feel like after your kid surpasses a certain age, it's just nobody's business, right? Like it's really nobody's business in the first place. But I really don't want to discuss potty training on this channel, and I'm not going to. So I'm sorry. I know I have in the past. I know I've done detailed potty training videos for you guys, but I'm not going to do that anymore, not even with Liran, as we are moving forward. I just don't think it's anybody's business. Nobody needs to know. So I will not be discussing diapers, potty training, nothing like that. Let's see. Moving down to Liran. Liran is 14 months old now, and she's so sweet. She's doing amazing though. She's walking all over the place. Crawling is a thing of the past. She no longer crawls at all. She's really, really good with keeping her balance. She's very, very curious. She's very detail oriented. She will bring us objects, and then she'll want us to like show her every little minute detail about that object and talk about it and tell her about the texture and the color and what it is. And then she'll go get a different object and she wants to know all of the details, and she'll point to all the different parts of the object, wanting to know. So she has a very, very curious mind. She fights with Jack the most. If Jack has a toy that he really likes, she wants that toy, and she will seek out that toy and she will try to get it just to make him mad. I think that's typical sibling behavior. I've had a few people ask if we see any type of signs of special needs in Liran, and no, we do not. She is developing completely as you would expect a child of her age to be developing. She is saying the appropriate amount of words. Her physical ability is where it is supposed to be. So she's doing great. She's doing wonderful. She eats really good. She plays really hard. Hey, did Daddy not tell you I was doing a video?
No.
Oh my God. You say hi.
Hi.
There's Piper.
I did pressure wash her today.
You did? Good job. I was almost done anyway. Yeah, Liran is doing really great, and I think that's about it on the update on the kids. I told them how you were working on your blender and all that kind of thing. Do you have fun pressure washing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got soaking wet.
I can tell you changed clothes. All right, I'll be down in a minute. Close my door for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish this up.
Sorry, Mama.
It's okay. Anyway, I guess the girls are home. They were doing a chore day at their grandparents' house. ADHD train of thought just went like out of my brain. So I have no idea what I was talking about. I think I was on Liran. Yeah, Liran's doing great. She's on track for a 14-month-old, and she's doing everything that a 14-month-old is supposed to do. And I'm going to start showing all of the kids more. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I wanted to tell you guys where we have been and let you guys know that we are still here, and we love you guys, and we're thinking of you, and our hearts and prayers go out to each and every one of you guys. Bye.